So, season two, episode one of Hazbin Hotel. It's been a while, since season one. I don't really remember what happened in season one. I reviewed every episode. Um, I remember there was a big battle at the end, and they were able to fight off the angels, the extermination angels. So, this episode, it's okay. It kind of like is almost like a reintroduction to everything again, which I guess you kind of have to do this because there might be people who are watching this for the first time. I don't really see what what what's really going on here. So you got the three big bad guys, and they want to take over heaven, which is it's gonna be impossible. They fought Adam. They haven't even Michael, Raphael. There's Metatron. There's lots of angels, the archangels out there that they couldn't even begin to fathom their power. Anyways, overall, this episode's just okay. Charlie's all stressed out. I got a feeling she's done this before, where she's just like doesn't know what to do. I don't know. It's not funny. Twilight sparkled. Remember that episode where she didn't have a My Little Pony? Twilight always wrote a letter to Celestia that what she learned that day, a friendship lesson, and then she didn't have one, so she was freaking out that she didn't have a friendship lesson, and then the whole episode is her slowly but surely going crazy. Funny bit, but Charlie's doing the same kind of thing, but she starts at crazy. She doesn't slowly become crazy. She's just crazy the whole time. And it's not funny because she did this in season one. I believe she had this kind of like, oh, I'm totally stressed out, but everything's okay. But oh, look at me. I'm smiling. Isn't it great? And it's like, shut the hell up, Charlie. But okay, let's just talk about the episode. We get in there and we kind of get a mini recap of what happened. It's been some time since the attack from the extermination. They beat them, but the news reporter people, I don't know why the news reporter has a guy voice. I remember in the pilot it just had a lady voice. Like it's obviously a lady, and it's just like a trans. It's weird. Like I don't know why they changed the voice. It's stupid. But they're talking about like, oh, when's the next attack gonna be? What's Charlie's next move? And like they're just basically trying to fear monger because that's what the news does. But we get to the hotel. Look how nice it looks. It looks fabulous. It looks like like a Las Vegas hotel. All these people are there because everyone thinks this is all the where we go to fight angels and we're going to be angel slayers. These background voices literally sound like people off the street. Like they just were looking around the office. Do you know how to talk? Say something to this microphone. It sounds bad. Like it just does not sound good. But all these people are signing up. Alistair doesn't do anything in this episode except for smile and not help. I don't know. But lots and lots of people there, lots of news reporters. They're like asking Charlie all these crazy questions about like, what does it feel like to kill a demon? All do they scream? And then this alligator guy keeps talking about divorcing his wife, killing his wife. I killed my wife. I miss my wife. It's like an ongoing gag every time you see this dinosaur-looking alligator guy. Not funny. Did people laugh at that joke? That's this like it's a bit because they do it like 5 times. It wasn't funny the first time, and it really wasn't funny the 5th time. But they're making trying to make everyone comfortable at the hotel, but everyone is there for the wrong reasons. Angel Dust being hypersexual with Dusk, even though it's unwanted sexual innuendos, he just keeps doing it because it's funny when guys do it to each other, because that's always funny. They just have their little back and forth. Get the cherry bomb. She feels bad because Serpentis like basically died for her. So she's hanging around the hotel, like not necessarily a member of the hotel. Like she's not, there to get redeemed, but she still like hangs around. So I just think a lot of her missing Serpentis, even though he was kind of an idiot around her, he actually did care about her. Vaggie is trying to take over the job of like running the hotel a little bit. So because Charlie's freaking out because Serpentis died and she's super sad that he died. Which is understandable. You can be sad, but I think it's been a little while, right? If you want to help people get redeemed, Charlie, you got to get back on the ball. You can't just sit here and cry the whole time. Vaggie shows up and she's like, "Oh, is everything okay?" And then she does the whole, "I'm fine. Look at my big smile. I'm fine, perfectly fine. What's not fine about me? I'm feeling great." And oh God, I don't like this. I just want to slap you. Like you need to calm the hell down and stop talking. So she's having her freak out. We get to the other three overlords, Vox, and I forget Valentino, and I forget the girl's name. But Fox shows up to the news studio and is like, "Hey, we got to run more negative stories on Charlie." Like basically trying to just slander Charlie. The newscaster lady is like being really sexual with Fox, but he wants nothing to do with her. Maybe because you sound like a dude. But yeah, it's just nonstop like sexual innuendo with these two. But he doesn't reciprocate any of it. So he wants them to run nothing but negative ads on Charlie, but then he's thinking, well, maybe we can use this to our advantage. He's trying to manipulate the people because that's what the news does. Get to Angel, and he's talking to Cherry Bomb, and Cherry Bomb's looking at the painting of Serpentis, and she misses him, and she's just like, why did he even save me? Well, we hated each other, we were rivals, like. And then Angel's like, hey, he liked you. Of course, he has to be. Oh, you liked how big your tits were, but he did care about you, and I like how Angel's kind of being a good friend here. He's talking to her, letting her say her feelings, saying what's on her mind, what's on her heart, and then he's there just to listen. He's very playful with her because they've known each other for a long time. But it's nice to see Angel kind of being a better friend. Not so much to Dusk because he just got to always be sexual with him. He can, be a good friend when he wants to be. Charlie walks down the stairs. Of course, she gets absolutely mobbed by news reporters and everything. And again, the same jokes. Oh, what are angels? Do they make a noise when they die? Oh, and all this like, oh, I don't want to kill my wife. She's starting to get overwhelmed. This little scientist guy shows up. It's like a fish bug, one of those angler fish. Is that what they're called? The ones with the little lighty thing. But he wants to join the hotel because he wants to like do an experiment about like his redemption possible. And Charlie's like, oh, are you an inventor? He's like, well, I'm a scientist. Well, Serpentis like to invent things. And so she's trying to replace Serpentis with this guy, which is really awful, Charlie. You don't use people like that. If you had a friend who died or, and you don't just get a new friend who's kind of like them and then like pretend they're them. I know there's like a weird coping thing for Charlie, but that's really creepy because she even like introduces him as like Serpentis, which is super weird. And then, everyone's like, oh, look how cool this guy is. But he's just trying to, doing this is more of of an experiment of some kind. Everyone's got the wrong idea about what this hotel's about. So Charlie like, sings a song, and then we get the first song. It's all right. The music is okay. What I really didn't like about this part, or in the song where she talks about how Serpentis died, because she doesn't know he was redeemed. And she goes, if he didn't get redeemed, then he died for nothing. He saved Cherry Bomb. He died for something. Even if he wasn't redeemed, he didn't die for nothing, Charlie. That's really crappy of you to think, oh, if he didn't die to further the experiment of me redeeming people, then it was a meaningless death. Like, am I taking it the wrong way? It just seems very empty and very selfish of Charlie to say that. Because even if he die, where do you go when you die in hell? You just become nothing? Is it just like there is no like the hell of hell? So she's upset that she didn't know if her experiment worked. She's not happy that he died, made a choice to protect other people and to protect Cherry Bomb, and that wasn't a good enough reason to die. F you, Charlie. I know you're grieving or whatever, but screw you. More singing and dancing. It's okay. But then Charlie's like, oh, it's about redemption. Then people start leaving because they just want to kill angels. There's like this moth girl walking out. And then she gets approached by Vox. And Vox like, hey, baby, I can make you a star. But everything's like pornography. So it takes her in there. And this is still a song. Well, look at all the things we can do for you. We can like give you lip filler and plastic surgery and make you really sexy. And you can be in all these films. But then, like in the song, he's like, "Oh, look, you're all used up. No one cares what you like. Everyone has already seen every part of you, so you're not important anymore. We're kicking you out." So, like in the process of 25 seconds, she became like a big porn star into nothingness, and they just throw her away like garbage. So hey, people out there who think OnlyFans is great and all these things, it may not happen as fast as it did in this song, but it will happen. Because someone younger, someone prettier will come along and everyone's going to forget you and they're going to just move on to the next sexual object, of their desires. And they're going to forget it. And you're just trash or garbage to them and they'll just throw you away. So, I do like that message. Don't go into sex work. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. getting the song keeps going on. Her and Baggy are flying around doing their thing, and then they're singing their song, and they're very. It's one of those things where like they're like saying, "Oh, we can make you better through redemption," and Vox is singing about where we can make you better through like lust and power and control, while they're offering the same thing of becoming better. They have two different paths, and obviously Vox is the evil one, Charlie's the good one, and they go kind of go back and forth. I think Vox is going to betray these two. Like it's just in the cards, right? He's going to sell them up the river because he only really truly cares about himself. Again, people started asking her about killing demons and stuff, and she's like, "Didn't you just listen to the whole damn song?" And of course, they didn't. These two people are these again random people from around the offices. They sound awful. They sound terrible, and their designs scream OC. Did they just type in Hazbin Hotel OCs and just grab random ones? A tree person? That doesn't even fit the motif of hell. Like she should have been more like a dead tree with spikes and stuff. But like what? It's dumb. But then they see, oh my God, what's her name? The little guy, Millie. I guess because Millie's the one who actually killed Adam, and they're like, oh look, it's the Adam Slayer. Oh, and they start throwing her in the air for being like a murderer, and how cool that is. And Charlie's like, no, we don't want to kill people. Like that was self-defense. That wasn't what we're here to do. We're here to redeem people. And of course, they don't like it. Dusk is like, hey, Alistair, don't you want to help out? Aren't you here to be here for Charlie? And then he's like, I could, but I'm not going to. Odd. Makes you think they didn't want to pay the voice actor. So he's not part of the story. Lucifer shows up, the actual king of hell, which nobody respects, which is both funny and stupid at the same time. But he's like, oh, but he cares about Charlie. He wants to help her, but he also wants to like show up. Alistair, you're the king of hell. What do you have to prove to anybody? Anyways, he gets Charlie out of there and like poofs her out of there. I get back to Vox. He has this big giant demon shark thingy, which I think is going to come into play sometime. He calls a big meeting with his team, and he kind of wants to go over his plan of like taking over heaven and like why he wants to do it. And Valentino and all his stupidity is like, why would we even want to do that? Like, we'll just stay here and roll. But Vox has like bigger plans. He wants to go and break down the gates of heaven and take over everything. You're gonna Vox. You're just some TV demon guy. Like Lucifer couldn't fight Michael, one archangel. He couldn't. He got whooped. So what chance do you even think you have? Charlie's with Lucifer. He's being a pretty decent dad here, which is kind of fun. Very supportive, letting her talk, letting her have her feelings. What I don't understand is it's nice that you're listening. It's nice that you're talking, but it's time for action, Lucifer. Do something. Just staying in your little tower with all your rubber duckies, which I don't get the rubber duckies. Is that a reference to something? I don't know. But he doesn't do anything, but he's a good listener, which is, I guess, better than nothing. Charlie brings up their mom, and she's like, oh, she was so great. She was the voice of the people, and she didn't let little things bother her. But you could tell in her voice when she says it, she gets kind of sad because she ignored her dad and her. So were we the little meaningless things that she had more important things to do, and we were part of that category of meaningless, which is true. She probably wasn't a very good person to her, her husband, and definitely not to her daughter. But Lucifer's like, hey, your mom would be proud of you. I know she would. And, big hugs. That's nice. He's trying to be a decent dad. Charlie tries to call up her mom, go straight to message. And remember the first episodes of season 1 where she tried to call her dad and had the same kind of conversation? Now she's trying to reconnect with her mom, but she's just ignoring her, which is ridiculous. Get back to the hotel. I think Vaggy's trying to change her name because she doesn't like the name because it's a name that Adam gave her. So she's trying to come up with a different name. But again, it's supposed to be like Vaggy, like a vagina. That's, what her name derivative from. So she keeps trying to come up with V names that kind of sound like vagina still. It's weird. Is this backlash from the fans because of how stupid her name is? I don't know. Why change your name? I don't think they should change your name. You made a decision. That's what it is. Just keep it. Charlie comes out and says, hey, dumbasses, This hotel is about redeeming people, not about killing people, not about waging war in heaven. It's about becoming better and getting redemption. And if you don't want to do that, and you can just leave. 99% of the people leave. That one guy stays, the little dude, the little scientist. We get back to the three baddies, and then it's like, and that's our plan to take over heaven. So we don't get to know what the plan is. I can only imagine how stupid it is. Then he goes into a big song about what they're going to do when they take over heaven. That's another okay song. Nothing too horrible, but nothing I would ever want to listen to again. I like how the lady, again, I'm awful with names. I went after her name 10,000 times before I remember it. She like gets like an angel costume on. It actually looks pretty good. I actually like that. It's a cool costume. But they want to rule over heaven. Vox wants to get back at all the people that, thought he was, couldn't get it done. So he's motivated by revenge. And he keeps saying me, but he means, oh, us three, not just me. He's going to betray his two other buddies. There's no way that he's not going to. Get back to Vaggie and Charlie. She comes with the name Vanessa, which I think is a very pretty name. If your name's Vanessa, you got a pretty name. But of course, she kind of gives you like, oh, if you like it. But she's like, hey, Charlie, you're allowed to have your feelings, but you know what you're not allowed to do? To keep letting it control your life. Charlie, you got a lot to fight for. You got to be here for everyone. I know it's a lot of responsibilities, but you wanted this hotel. It's a lot of, you're asking a lot of people from hell to like, just understand this whole idea of redemption. But Vaggie's like, hey, let me take over a lot more responsibilities. You take all the time you need, but eventually you need to like, step it up. Get back to newscaster people. They're running hit pieces on Charlie, making things up, saying, oh, she kicked everyone out of the hotel. She was going to kill everyone. She sided with the angels. And there's like all these little tickers at the bottom saying she's an angel effer and all that kind of stuff. Then Vox is like, oh, people have been kicked out of our hotel. He's offering them a place to stay and everything. So he's like using this to his advantage. Then, Charlie's kind of freaking out about that. Vaggie's like, hey, I'm going to get us a couple of drinks. Emily comes, the angel girl, basically the heaven version of Charlie. Says, hey, Charlie, I just want to let you know things are going kind of crazy in heaven right now. It's going into lockdown. Angels are afraid of the demons coming up and starting a war. But Serpentis is redeemed. Just to let you know, the hotel works. So if Serpentis got redeemed, that means anyone can get redeemed. Sorry, gotta go. Boom, she leaves. So now Charlie knows that Serpentis has been redeemed. He isn't disappeared off, forever. He's still alive, I guess, as much as alive you can be. And then she freaks out and starts screaming. End of the episode. Okay. Kind of resetting up the whole plot of the hotels for redeeming. Maybe if season 1, if you actually focused on redemption, that would have been kind of cool. When you had a couple of like, I don't know, therapy sessions and they really didn't go anywhere and they were really just played for jokes. But maybe everyone got the wrong idea about your hotel because they watched season 1. But we'll see where this goes. Episode 1 and 2 are out right now. I don't know. Maybe next couple days I'll get to episode 2. I'm gonna try to review this series in a timely manner. But you know me, I'm awful keeping any type of schedule. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought. What do you think Vaggie's name should be? I like Veronica. I like Vanessa. Even like Victoria, I think would be pretty. But they should just keep her name the same, just for when you say the character's name, you're like, oh, do you mean her? Do you mean her? Just that's why you don't pick a stupid name. But keep commenting, guys. Do all those likes and shares and all that fun YouTube stuff. And I'll keep getting you guys with new videos, and it's a lot of fun for me to interact with you guys. So go to the comments and tell me how dumb I am or how much you agree or disagree with me. It's all fun. We're there to have a good time and talk about cartoons because animation's awesome. I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.